Guys, welcome to my channel. So today we are solving an interesting problem from LeetCode. Construct key palindrome strings. Okay, this problem is a mid-sized problem and might sound tricky at first, but trust me, by the end of this video, you will understand it like a pro that you are. Let's break it down step by step. Here's the problem. You are given a string s and an integer k. Return true if you can use all the character in s to construct key palindrome strings, or else, or false otherwise, sorry. Now, before starting out or thinking about the logic to use, let's start with definition of a palindrome. A palindrome is a word that uses the same forward and backward like Anna or whisker. Before we jump into coding, let's figure out the rules behind this problem. Firstly, if k is greater than the length of s, the string, then we know it's impossible to make k palindromes. Why? Because we don't have enough characters to split into the k groups. And also, we all know palindromes have a unique structure. Most characters need to appear in an even number of times because characters with even counts can pair up and mirror each other around the center of the palindrome. For example, in race car, the R's, A's, and C's all pair up perfectly. That means they are existing twice in the word race car. Now, at most, one character can have an odd count because it will sit in the center of the palindrome, definitely. So the key rule here is the total number of characters with odd counts in the string must be less than or equal to the integer given. Otherwise, we can't form the palindrome. So the plan to the solution is just a simple step. So firstly, we check if the k is greater than the length of the given string. Then we count how many times each character appears in the string. Afterward, we count how many characters have an odd frequency, which must never be less than which must not be more than the given integer, sorry. Then if the number of odd counts is less than or equal to k, then we return true. Otherwise, we return false. So let's start implementing it. I believe a lot of people with that explanation that is quite familiar with JavaScript will be able to solve this problem. But nevertheless, we still try to write out the code and try to run it out to see if the steps or the solution I've planned is going to really work out for the particular problem. First thing is to check if the integer is greater than the length of the string. And we use this with the block statements. Now, is greater than the length of the string, definitely just return false. This is that's why we are doing it then. Now let's count the character of the frequency. We count the character of an array where the characters have to be stored. Because what is the essence of counting if you aren't saving it anyway and won't be able to use it for the odd count? So we create this, then for use the for loop block, check iterate through the string and add into the count array that we've created. If I is less than 0 and I is less than or is the length, which is the length of the string, I okay, sorry, my bad. Then you can do that count character particular thing that we are dealing with at the moment. Character count of the character is going to be equal to character count character um, plus one. This is an statement block inside here, and I think you have a basic knowledge of JavaScript before getting here. You should be able to solve it. But that's why I advise before you start solving this code problems, you make sure you are very, very good with the syntax of JavaScript first. Then the next step is to count our odd frequencies. Doing that, let's for the odd count also. Um, so because you're starting from zero, definitely. Then you use like our for loop to check it for let character in character count, then character count. Then we check for if the character count is even or odd from the loop we've created here. How do we check for it? We use our modulo, our modulo sign, then the character count character modulo so not equal to A, then we can add our odd plus plus to make sure that odd count plus plus is more like a pre-increment. Yeah, this is a pre-increment that is done here for us to keep for us to add more to it to the count. Then our last step is to check if the odd count now is less than or equal to k. So we turn let return odd count is less than or equal to. So for this kind of question, this is another type of writing an if statement. It's going definitely returning a Boolean value because once we are comparing between two things, it's going to be a Boolean. That is one of the rules of JavaScript and how JavaScript was built. So in this part, the only thing here is that we are using if this is going to be true, otherwise it's going to be false, which is a proper way of writing the if block statement. Then let's try and run our code to say good. This is good. So here you have it. This is how you solve the construct k-palindrome strings problem on LeetCode. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you're struggling with any LeetCode problems and want me to explain a tricky one, drop it in the comments below. I'll go through it and try to solve it in an upcoming video. Thanks for watching and happy coding.